3. Good to go.
Welcome to Story of Editions. I'm Lalo.
And I'm Robert.
And welcome to the Doomsday Clock, Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Oh, look, it's a Green Lantern. Cool. Lantern. Yeah. So when we left off, where we were...
Where we left off, the world is gone to shit. Well, not yet. Batman was kidnapped. He's still under the grasp of the Joker. The comedian has been knocked out. Probably, he's knocked down, and the Marionette and Mime has teamed up with the Joker. We are.
Also, I love the DC cover for this book.
What is it? Tell me.
It's Rorschach punching in the Joker's face.
Well, yeah, that's what happens in the picture. Okay. It is July 16, 1940. A young engineer named Alan Scott is riding a train over a bridge when it collapses. He miraculously survives by clutching onto a Green Lantern. It is November 22nd, 1940.
No.
Alan is sitting...
No.
It's just this fucking page, Robert.
Still.
Okay. Basically, Alan Grant is the Green Lantern of the JSA, the Justice Society of America. His origin is he grasped onto a Green Lantern when a train was derailing. It is January 1950. This is when Dr. Manhattan screwed with humanity.
This is the point. The
yes.
book point, really?
He shifted the lantern out of Alan Grant's reach. Boom. No more Green Lantern, no more JSA. Rorschach is meeting with Alan Grant. And it is 1985. I leave my world for another one. This is the other world he went to.
Okay.
Dr. Manhattan took away the JSA and the Legion of Superheroes. Not the Legion of Doom, but he took away the Legion of Superheroes.
Alrighty.
So in the newscast, we basically see like Firestorm having a meeting with some motherfuckers. That's it. Rorschach is meeting with Shannon Girl, Alan Grant, and Ozymandias. Superman is seen on the news rescuing other people, and they're harassing him about the Superman theory.
Oh my fucking god! They Snyder-voiced Superman in this, didn't they?
No. Well. Yes.
Yeah. They
but
fucking
in
did.
52, New 52 Superman, because this is still New 52.
Yes, I'm aware, Lolo. But you know the biggest complaint about Superman during the Snyderverse was that everyone made him out to be a god.
Oh no! They don't see him as that. They know he's an alien. But he's like the one who's like, well, he's all right.
He's being worshipped. He's being worshipped right now.
For now. Just wait a little bit.
Is he or is he not being worshipped right now? They Snyder-voiced fucking
For now,
Superman.
Robert, Jesus fucking Christ.
Snyder-voiced Superman in this fucking book.
Bubastis II is working, and they're guiding them towards Dr. Manhattan. I'm sorry, I will never do that again.
If we can make cat noises, make the cat purr. Come on. Thank you.
Anyway, the comedian is being tortured by the Joker. The Joker is wearing the button, which is a cool visual, by the way. I really like that for some reason.
It's that one piece of popular media from that one thing.
Yes, Robert. And they're torturing the comedian, asking him why he's here, what he's doing. When Batman gets Mime is like, man, making bat ears with his fingers to signal that Batman is out, and they start fighting each other. Marionette has her razor wire because she's a marionette. Also, if you look at her, do you see the tattoos of her arms? They are hinges.
Oh yeah.
In page 9.
Yeah, I see them.
She has hinges tattooed into her arms like a puppet.
Well, she is a marionette doll, Lalo. Come on.
Yes. And basically, they're all gathering into the same place. Marionette, Mime, Ozymandias, Alan Grant, Rorschach, Saturn Girl, they're all being called mainly because of the lantern, because of the residual energy that possesses the lantern. Because if you remember from Doomsday, from the button,
yes,
things from other realities have a specific frequency.
Yes.
And when put together, they call upon each other.
Okay.
And that's what Ozymandias wants. He wants to power Bubastis through the lantern. Batman is getting his ass kicked by Marionette. The Joker pulls out a flamethrower and mimicking his dick. And basically, they all arrive at the same time. They're all at the same place. And they're all pulled. They all pull Dr. Manhattan into the room. And Ozymandias is like, "Hello, John." And Batman is like, "Motherfucker, I remember you."
I recognize that motherfucker. He's the one who killed that Reverse Flash.
Wait a fucking minute.
You're
This
going
is
into
what's going on.
You know,
What's been going on?
I'm low-key upset that we don't have the Flash in this book yet. I shouldn't say anything. I'm upset.
I know, the Flash would be like, "Hey, you killed the Reverse Flash. You asshole. Thank you, you asshole."
It's over, Mom.
Oh, I still cry at that. It's like, oh, poor Flash, poor Barry. If you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch our episode on
the button.
The button. Thank you.
Not Doomsday Clock. Recovering Doomsday Clock, Lalo.
Recovering Doomsday Clock. My bad. The button. The prequel to Doomsday Clock. And the Joker's like, "For whoever you are, please just put some pants on, man. What the fuck?" And John is like, "All right, I just need my people. Everyone from Watchmen, get over here.
We need to have a team meeting here, guys, okay? Here's
meeting.
what's going on.
What the fuck are y'all doing?" And we see like the cool like transition thing again from Watchmen. And Ozymandias basically breaks it all down. Dr. Manhattan's like, "Listen, I came here to escape from the horrors of my world. Do you really think I would go back for any other fucking reason?" Marionette is like, "Listen, asshole, I want my daughter. I want my son. Why? Why do you care? You're pregnant again."
Not after what Batman did to her, but hey. Do you not see what Batman did to her?
What?
In a couple issues back, in a couple panels back when they were all fighting, fucking Batman goes for the stomach.
No, she just got pregnant.
Okay, Lalo.
John is seeing it through the future.
Okay. But also, if you sin...
She just got pregnant right now. Like a couple of hours ago.
Like when they were banging in front of the Joker,
Yes,
right?
they were banging one out.
But also, I don't care what egg. Batman sending his fucking foot to your stomach would probably. I'm just theorizing here. Probably cause you a miscarriage.
No, it's not. John just says, "Why do you care? You're pregnant again." She's like, "What? What?" Because she's like, "I want my child." He's like, "Which child? What do you mean, what child?" Yes. Sometimes I forget what's seen and what will be seen. You're pregnant again. She's like, "What?" And the mom is like, "Really? Aww." And Rorschach jumps in. And he's like, "Manhattan, please, you gotta come back. You got, like," he's like, "Listen to me. Vite isn't the same man you knew. I was going to kill him. I was going to kill him myself for what he did. But I found out he changed. He's dying from cancer. Cancer? Adrian does not have cancer." And that breaks Rorschach.
Oh yeah, no shit.
He's like, "Wait, what? What do you mean? You don't. Hey!
The fuck you mean, nuh-uh?
The fuck you mean, nuh-uh?" And Vite is like, "Oh, Reggie." Like, and Rorschach is like, "Why did you lie to me?" "Because you needed a lie. You took the man who destroyed your family's face, and you wore it as a symbol of justice. Rorschach wasn't a hero. He was an asshole.
Bing bong.
And you're wearing his mask like a dumbass." And Rorschach is like, "No!"
Nuh-uh. No, you.
And says, "Okay." And then Dr. Manhattan like sends him back to wherever he was. Like, and then Ozymandias is like, "John, why are you here?" "At first I thought I might find a place among them. But something happened as I looked forward. I saw a vision of the most hopeful among them heading toward me, and now hopeless. And then I saw something." He saw the most hopeful of them, and then the world ended.
Spooky.
No explanation. No nothing. And that's it. I was wrong, Adrian. I was wrong, Adrian. Everything ends. Everything ends. We've talked enough. Bye. And he like sends him back. And he's like, Ozymandias is like, "We need to call him back. He has to listen to." And then Rorschach is like starts beating on his. "Why can't you leave me alone? You're an asshole." And Ozymandias is like, "You're still wearing the man to destroy your father." Joker is laughing on the background, having some popcorn and a soda.
I mean, we would be doing the same thing, so.
Batman is like, "Knock it off, Joker." He electroshocks Batman in the face. Reggie is still punching on Ozymandias. And then the Joker's like, "Well, my good sir, maybe you would like some pointers. You're doing it all. You're doing a good thing. You're doing it right. But you need to like put some strength into it." And Rorschach just turns around onto the Joker and starts beating on the Joker. Like, "There you go. Good job." He takes some blood off of himself and draws a smiley face on him on his mask. And Rorschach is like, "What the fuck? I hate this. I hate it. I hate it here. I want to leave. I don't want to be here. He gets a panic attack and takes off his mask saying Rorschach is dead.
Yeah. I mean,
And he walks onto the street to sit like a bum.
Yeah. Again, I don't blame them.
Then Saturn Girl has a conversation with Ozymandias. And basically, like, basically like tells him like he's an asshole.
Bing fucking bong.
Ozymandias punches him in the face. Says John refuses the call. But with the knowledge I have now, Bobastis, I realize I can save more than one world. I can save this one too. I can save everything and everybody. I have a plan.
Oh god, no. Stop with the fucking plans. And holy shit.
Watchmen 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Holy shit, some of these things have aged really poorly. Especially with Black Adam's storyline.
Basically, it's just I step off the checkerboard floor and onto the surface of Mars. I overcome with curiosity for the first time since 1959. 1 month in the future, I see Superman. He's yelling at me, though I'm deafened by the thunder from the world falling apart around us. His eyes burning with the anger as he throws his fist forwards. Then I see nothing. A year, a century, a millennium. Nothing, still nothing. I do not see a tomorrow, and I wonder for 1 month from now, does Superman destroy me, or do I destroy everything? And we see on the surface of Mars the same picture that we saw back in 1985 of John Osterman and Jenny Slater.
I'm gonna say this right now. I like this story a lot more than Watchmen.
Jared Frank is amazing.
Yes.
Not okay. I like Dave Gibbons' art.
It's iconic.
Yes, it's iconic, but this is more modern, and it matches more with current comic books and current like. Because I sometimes don't like looking at old comic books, and that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Anyway, you reading the quote?
Seeing is believing is a blind spot in a man's vision. All Björk minstrel Fulu. That was a fucking pain in the ass with my speech impediment.
I'm sorry. Next issue.
I'm going through all these stupid little advancements too. One moment. I don't fucking care about Green Lantern.
What do you mean you fucking care? Oh, the other comic.
The bonus trial-sized issue of your favorite superhero that no one even fucking cares about. I'm ready to go.
Got it. And now,
oh my god,
into Ozymandias' plan.
The DC cover for this is amazing.
Tell me.
It's a marionette doll, Ozymandias and Manhattan being controlled.
Oh yeah, I love that one. That one's cool.
And Manhattan's pointing at
that's actually, I sent that one to our who makes our thumbnails as an option, and she didn't take it.
What? Bushfoonery.
I know. I'm urging her to use that one next for this part right here.
Alright.
So hopefully, I hope you're seeing that cover as
doesn't matter
as our
moving
thumbnail
forward
for this episode. Anyway, we got back into the White House, where Ozymandias is looking at files to enact his amazing plan once again. Onto the Daily Bugle. Not the Daily Bugle. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Marvel Kid over here. My bad.
You're also a theater kid, so it's two negatives against the other.
Oh shit. Well, doesn't a negative and a negative
not in
make
this
a positive?
case, no.
Damn it. They just make the double negative. Double dragon. I am sorry. Over at the Daily Planet, we're having a story where Perry White is being an asshole, right?
Okay.
Nothing new. At the same time, in the newscast, they are fucking what's his name? Firestorm is going ballistic.
Okay.
Against the Russian government, because he's like, Boxer is an asshole. I am not part of this bullshit. even though he absolutely is. Not on his end, not him, but Ronnie Raymond's not on Ronnie's end, but absolutely on Dr. Stein's end. And they're attacking him, and Perry's like, they basically start attacking the Russian superheroes start attacking him, and they overwhelm Firestorm to a point he goes nuclear.
Okay, so he poured fucking Nova and killed a bunch of school children?
No, he didn't kill them. He turned them into glass.
Lalo, if someone turned you into glass, right? Fully hypothetical here. Would you be alive?
We'll see. Literally, we'll see.
Okay.
And Perry's like, all right, who's going to Moscow? And Lois looks over and is like, me and Clark got it. And Clark is like,
gone.
what the fuck? He sees him fly away. Superman went to Kahndaq to talk to Black Adam.
Okay.
And Black Adam is like, listen, we have over here at Kahndaq, we have a safe house for all superheroes, including this little boy, Navib Asma, from Syria. His family was killed in the Civil War. His younger sister gassed by Azad and the Russian puppets. He used his power over the desert sands to free thousands of children from enslavement, including himself. He brought them to Kahndaq, where all are welcome. And Superman's like, even Firestorm? That's why you came here. Firestorm is not here. Don't believe the news media, either Russian or American. Don't believe any of them. Trust me. And Superman's like, all right, bye. In the meantime, Lois Lane gets a hard drive.
This is where The Rock got his inspiration for him to fight Superman.
I swear to fucking God, I do not. I doubt The Rock fucking read anything.
Details.
Lois Lane gets a hard drive about an American newscast from the 1940s.
And?
About the Justice Society of America. And she's like, the fuck is that?
The fuck you mean, Justice Society of America?
Yeah, because they don't exist in this timeline.
Oh, apparently they do.
Again, not from this timeline. Superman reaches a hideout for what's his name?
Firestorm.
And where Firestorm is looking into how to bring back the kid. One of the glass people is like, Superman, I swear I didn't do this. I swear I didn't do this. And the professor is like telling him, run away, get away from here. Like, I can trust Superman. And Superman's like, tell the professor I only want to help. What are you doing here? What are you doing with this child? Like, I can transmute elements. I can fix them. I promise. I didn't mean any of this. Like, okay, calm down. You turn this boy into glass. You can reverse it. I believe in you. And it's like, okay, Superman, but the energy, the transmutation that it would be catastrophic. You need to leave. Like, I trust you. You're okay. I believe in you. And Raymond like goes in and really like concentrates enough. And the kid is fixed. After the energy. And the kid is like, Superman? Like, hey. And Geron is like, is he alright? Yeah, he's alright. He's fine. Everyone else in Moscow will be too. It's going to be okay. Thank you, Superman. The professor says thank you too. Back in Moscow,
I would never have, a comic book illustration of Vladimir Putin in my bingo card of life. But here we go. Just like I didn't have the bingo card of the comic book of Obama being on my bingo card, but that's also a fucking real thing.
Putin is gathering people in fear under the threat of the superhuman deterrent from America. And Superman is flying in saying, what happened here was a tragedy that affects every one of us. I'm not here to pass judgment. That is not my role in this world, but I am here to ask you to trust me. What Firestorm did was an accident, but it's one that can be undone. In the meantime, Batman is flying over there. He's like, shit. And he cuts the transmission, starts the transmission into Superman. It's like, Clark, you need to stop talking.
Shut the fuck up, my man.
He says, Clark, don't pick side. And just as he's saying that, he says, the demonization of metahumans is wrong. And the demonization of any group of people is wrong. Firestorm is not the villain you believe he is. He can help these people that he accidentally hurt. He can change them back to where they were. And Putin says, enough.
No, that's false.
I have proof. Basically, he says, he calls Superman an agent. He calls Superman an American. He calls Superman an enemy. And everyone launches upon Superman.
What are they going to do against him?
And they send the other Russian heroes against them. Kill Superman. Stop him. And they start opening fire as Firestorm arrives. The fight gets so bad that not even Firestorm can't control what's going on, and a tank starts rolling against the glass people. And Superman's like, no, and he smashes against the tank, and that's the photo the Russians get.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the photo.
Yeah.
That's the photo that demonstrates that Superman not only is fighting against Russian forces, and Batman's like, fuck. The fight is enough that Firestorm can't concentrate, and he's going supernova. And Clark is like, okay, Firestorm, calm down. Batman is at the same time having a conversation with Superman. The energy readings are spiking. Superman is trying to calm Firestorm down. This Clark, it is not Firestorm, and it blows up.
Who is it, Lalo? Who is it?
It's blue energy.
I fucking know. Who is it? Is it fuck? Who's the Blue Flash? Fuck.
I don't know.
You don't know who the fucking Blue Flash is? Fuck you.
And Ozymandias is looking at the screen saying, and so it begins.
The urge to save humanity is almost a false front for the urge to rule. H.L. Mencken. Superman missing? What do you mean he's missing? Superman takes a stand for the wrong side. Metahuman Moscow massacre. Trust shattered. Sorry, I was reading the different headlines they caused.
It's December 27, 2019.
Calm your tits. Okay, there we go. Hold up. Alright.
It's December 27, 2019. A boy sacrifices his life to save the Earth's sun. Although his body is destroyed, his ring survives. And this is how and the crisis begins.
Okay, the crisis has begun.
I stand on Mars, unable to answer it, but a single question: does Superman destroy me? Does Superman destroy me, or do I destroy everything? And the readings that the DC universe is getting is that everything is going down in Mars. Everyone is going.
Yeah, holy shit!
Different
Everyone.
teams of superheroes.
The fuck the Bat
Different
Family?
teams of
What the fuck is the Bat Family gonna do?
different teams of superheroes are heading over there, including one of them is actually the Charlton characters: the Question, Captain Atom, and Blue Beetle.
Yeah. The fuck?
Five
The fuck's the Bat Family gonna do?
5 days and 3 hours ago, the detonation on Earth creates a tachyon fog, obscuring the immediate past and future. Looking at the present and its immediate surrounding has been like trying to read through a kaleidoscope. What are you hoping to accomplish? No, that's not now. That's later. The tachyon particles finally begin to fade in the past, following them to their source, Moscow. And they find Superman, and they take him to the Hall of Justice, where he's in a Kryptonian coma.
You got too goofy, didn't he?
Well, the Kryptonian comas are a thing. That's how he survived. That's how they retcon the fact that he died in Death of Superman.
Oh my fucking! So he's just resetting for the moment. He'll be back.
Yeah, he's on factory reset.
He's recharging his battery. Don't worry about him.
He'll be back. And we see Reggie.
Please don't tell me that's how they retcon fucking his death in Justice League and Justice League.
No.
Okay.
No, he actually died.
He actually died in that one. Okay.
Yeah, he actually died in that one. Did you not see the Snyder Cut?
Lalo. 4-hour film. I've only seen it once.
Ah, fair enough. Reggie is in the street, like a beggar, with a sign that says, "You see what you want to see."
Who watches who?
Huh?
Who
What?
watches who?
God damn it! Who watches the Watchmen? Who watches the Watchmen? Bruce Wayne is actually at Wayne Manor recuperating from the batshit beating that he received from Joker and everyone else.
Does he no longer have an eye? He's missing an eye.
Oh no! He has I'm pretty sure he has a black eye.
Okay, not a black guy.
No, not a black guy, a black eye.
I know. I'm making a joke though.
And he's seeing that they all arrive to Mars.
Okay.
And they walk into the room. There's a checkered pattern on the floor and a photo of Jenny Slater and not John Osterman. And they all are ready for battle. What's his name? Firestorm creates oxygen around a bubble of energy that the Green Lanterns set up.
Okay.
They're all near Dr. Manhattan, and the Dakin are still clouding my perception. What is going to happen in the immediate future isn't clear, but I see how this ends. And John Jones actually is the first one to go for Dr. Manhattan. My name is John Jones. Who are you? Where do you come from? And basically, they give him a lesson on what the DC universe is. And the first one to throw a punch is actually Guy Gardner.
Dumbass bull cut.
And he punches Dr. Manhattan and he doesn't do anything. So much so that he grabs his ring and says, "I'm curious. What's inside it?" I must admit, not knowing what is and was, it's gonna be enjoyable. And this energy, emotion coalesced and manufactured into a power by the ring. I find it difficult to affect. And then fucking Don Constantine are like, well, are you ready for? You like that, huh? You like that? Well, get ready for fucking magic.
Wow.
And they throw like magic at him and says, "You all believe in? You're wielding magic? I must perform a deeper analysis. But I see this power you harness is in reality the scraps of creation, like the random errors in computers, discarded and forgotten, left to be picked up, used by those who also find themselves discarded and forgotten. Magic." And he flips them around, says, "It feels good to learn again." He's
Oh.
mopping the floor with these
See, look.
motherfuckers.
See, there's the Flash right there.
Where? Oh, there's Barry. There you go. There's Barry.
Yeah.
There's Barry for you.
Okay, I'm
And
happy.
for some reason, I am really mad that Barry's like, I guess his whole role in the story,
Has
it
been
ended
fulfilled.
with the button.
Yeah. I'm also upset with he should have been there with Batman at least a little bit more.
He should have. I would love to see that. I would love to see more of that, honestly. And I agree with you. The button was a very dope story. And we are having this breakdown of what's the DC universe is standing for.
Yes.
You're 7 years, 46 days, 20 minutes, and 10 seconds ago outside. They're protesting of a power they fear. In less than 2 hours, this facility will explode, and you and the Professor Martin Stein will be fused into a single organism. He is breaking down the origin of sorry, I forgot.
Awesome.
Of Ronnie Raymond and the Professor Martin Stein, and how in reality it was a lie.
Ooh.
The Professor chose him. The Professor needed him because he didn't have the metahuman gene, and he needed someone who did.
Damn, that's brutal.
To simply prove my point, even hope decays, and they're all still attacking him. And they destroy Dr. Manhattan into a ray of the fucking Captain Atom destroys Dr. Manhattan, and he just recreates himself again, like he did in Watchmen. Meanwhile,
why
Diana's
the fuck,
having a meet.
why the fuck
Is having a
continue, Law.
Diana's testifying towards Congress.
That
Our
wasn't
world
Congress.
has been under assault.
That's the United Nations, Law. United Nations.
The UN? Oh, my bad. Our world has been under assault by mistrust and fear and extremism. There is no singular villain behind it. We've all played a role. Everything's going to be okay. Right, I'm sorry. Batman sends a message to the team over there, which is too fucking late.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to accomplish? Dr. Manhattan says. As Giganta and Black Adam attack the United Nations. And you read your quote, Robert.
Wherever there's a human being, there's an opportunity for crisis.
Oh. You
fucking,
can even say, like, heroes in crisis.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, it's a black and white episode, huh?
No, it's not.
The fuck
Well,
you
this
mean?
is
The fuck you mean?
The Carver Coleman episode.
The
issue.
fuck you mean? Nuh-uh.
The fuck you mean? It is June 8th, 1959. Carver Coleman is on the set of The Adjournment, shooting the final scene. Okay, I'm gonna break down what happened to Carver Coleman because I didn't go over it on the previous stories. Carver Coleman was it goes over here. Carver Coleman was an actor who was gay in the 1950s. And obviously, that didn't fly.
Yeah.
4 hours ago, nothing lives. The worlds die. Nothing lasts forever. Or does it? It is August 1959. The light is taking me to pieces. It's November 1st, 1985. It's now red third on Mars, underneath my feet. An army of superhumans surrounds me. Superman's friends. It is November 2nd, 1985. I enter the multiverse. But yes, I understand without we go back to Watchmen, where
Yes.
he goes back he leaves the Watchmen world into here. It is April 18, 1939. I am drawn to Superman's world for reasons I do not understand at the moment. The first person I speak to will be a man named Carver Coleman.
Oh, son of a bitch. Alrighty.
And he basically like meets Carver Coleman. He's there to he's trying to build a relationship with someone. He's trying to create a connection with someone in the world that is also alone and feels abandoned by humanity. And what better than a gay man in the 1950s?
Yeah.
The first thing I hear is Carver Coleman crying out of the man who struck him. I wonder. No, I'm sorry. Oh shit.
The fuck you at, Lola?
Sorry, my brain is I'm having a seizure. I'm sorry. Not a seizure. I'm sorry.
Brain phone?
Yeah. We see the first Nathaniel Dusk movie, and it's a success. And he meets with Carver Coleman every year after that. It is April 18, 1939. You were right, John. And he gets the part. He's gonna be an actor. It is 1984, and it's April 18, 1954, and he's telling him that he's not gonna be here next year. For the first time since 1938, I sit here alone, and then I can see again. In 8 months, you're gonna get a cast in a role that will change your life. But as he's doing that, he sees a man lifting a car over his head. The world was introduced to Superman in April 18, 1938. He was the first of the costumed heroes, the first of many of this world. It is July 1940. An engineer named Alan Scott is on a train careening over a bridge. He grabs onto a Green Lantern, unaware of the power within. In January, a college student named Jay Garrick lies unconscious on a school lab, breathing heavy water vapors. By morning, he will become the fastest man alive. The same month, archaeologist Carter Hall comes into a knife that has awakened his life as an Egyptian prince. Remembering the warrior he was, Carter will search for not only the weapons he once wielded, but for the law he lost. He is basically like breaking down what happened, how the JSA became one.
Yes.
All leading into November 1940. A meeting of the first meeting of the JSA, but someone's missing. Can you guess who it is?
Superman.
Yeah. It is November 1940. Green Lantern has never heard of the Superman. No one has. He sits again with Carver Coleman, telling him that and he asks him about the Superman. It is 1956. Superman is seen in Metropolis for the first time. 25 years earlier, the winds change on a farm in Kansas. Jonathan and Martha Kent find an orphan boy. Carver Coleman never heard of the Superman because an outside force shifted his arrival forward in time. The reverberations of the change affect not only this world, but every world in the multiverse. Superman is no longer first seen in 1938. It's 1956. It's October 1986. His arrival on Earth has shifted forward again. His arrival changes again and again, and we see every origin that has ever come as Superman. I don't understand this boy. Yes?
I like how they actually acknowledge the sliding time scale. They just don't pretend it doesn't fucking exist like Wilfer does.
It's May 1949. Alan Clark sits by his parents' bedside as they pass away. It is 1956. I watched Clark visit the graves of his parents. It is October 1986. His parents are alive. Years later, Jonathan Kent dies again in his son's arms. I begin to believe I've misinterpreted it, what this universe actually is. I look at the future, following Superman's trail of influence. How can one man affect so much, even now, thousand years from now? His hope is alive. After years of feeling isolated and alone, Clark Kent is approached by these three teenagers from the future. They bring him forward in the 31st century. And this is how Geoff Johns retcons that Superman was Superboy with the Legion of Superheroes. I realize that this universe is so much more than it appears. It is all connected to him. Why is he the center of the universe? Forces such as the Anti-Monitor and Extent have been responsible for the shift in Superman's timeline. Dark Direction seems to constantly target the hope he embodies in an effort to redefine him. I grow curious. As others have done, I moved to reshape this universe so that it might be so that I might see how it forms around Superman. I changed the past to challenge the future. And he moves the lantern from Alan Grant, killing him in the process.
Screws you.
I watch as my take of this on this universe sharpen his reality. Superman is sent to this earth as a child. And we see like the new 52 now. This is the new 52 as John reshapes the universe around him. In the eye of Clark Kent's high school prom, Jonathan and Martha Kent are killed in a car accident. Without his parents or the Legion, Clark grows more distant from humanity. I understand him better, and I relate to him more.
For real, he's literally me.
Which is a literal fuck you to everyone who's like, oh, I like Superman when he's darker. I like when he is unattached. You know who you sound like? You sound like fucking Dr. Manhattan, douchebag.
Is that a bad thing?
Well, yes.
Why?
Because that's the same guys who are like, oh, I prefer the Snyder cut Superman. I prefer Zack Snyder's vision of Superman. It's so perfect. Like, shut the fuck up. It is 5 years ago, and I feel the power of changing Superman, and it's intoxicating. I have altered the metaverse and turned it into the multiverse. And in turn, the multiverse. 1 year ago, the metaverse becomes aware of my hubris. And we see the rebirth trying to go against John's like ideas for this universe. I realize that the universe is not a passive one. It's like an organism fighting to survive. There are aspects of it I have underestimated, and an innate hope that fights back into the surface. It is April 18, 1938. I have recreated the metaverse, and it has turned against me. I see a vision of Superman in the future. He has found me, and he destroys me, or I destroy everything. And we see that John Osterman not only changed his future, he also changed Carver Coleman's future.
Yeah.
All at the same time, he finds out that Carver Coleman was killed by
Ozymandias? Lalo? Buddy? Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. So who was he assassinated by, although?
Robert Coleman was assassinated by his mother.
Ooh, ain't that a bitch.
His mother and her associate ransack his home, taking what cash and valuables they can find. The housekeeper burns the letter, protecting Carver's secret that he was gay, of course. And the killing is never solved. It is May 1971. I have ended the war in Vietnam. I watched Blake shoot a woman with a child and do nothing. It is April 1938. I use a man named Carver Coleman to help me find a balance in the universe. 16 years later, I watch his mother bludgeon him to death in his own home, and I do nothing. It is November 1st, 1985. Adrian kills millions to unite the world. On November 2nd, I allow him to walk free. I am a man of inaction in a collision course with a man of action. To this universe of hope, I have become the villain.
Literally me. And reading the quote, every action has its pleasures and its prices. Socrates. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it's almost Superman cape time. Ooh, look at that. Alrighty.
Okay. Batman is basically like my bad. It is minutes again away from the launching control, and Batman interrupts the fight, the missiles by the skin of his teeth.
Okay.
Alfred is reading the journal from Rorschach, and he tells him he's trying to this plotline is funny because he's trying to convince Batman to get Rorschach back for some fucking reason. We don't need him, but whatever. Wonder Woman is fighting against Giganta at the UN, and Black Adam shows up in order to like stop her.
Yeah.
And this is where it all starts clicking together. As Superman wakes up, Lois Lane is investigating on on the remainings of this universe.
Okay.
And it's actually where he finds out that Lex Luthor and like this is a metaverse.
Okay.
This has been building itself for a long time. Correct?
Okay.
And a world to remember. Let's go. This world needs a hero. Adrian basically did the same thing again.
He Girl Boss gatekeeps the same plan, doesn't he?
He gaslit the entire world. Over at Lex Luthor, we start realizing, like he starts looking into the Tachyon reverberations that have been going across for a while. And it all started back in DC Rebirth #1, where the Flash, Wally West came back to the universe.
Yes.
And where Wally came back, the scene of the crime, yeah, they found a picture of John Osterman and Jenny Slater.
Ooh.
Everywhere John has been, he's been leaving those photos like he's a fucking photo printer. As the end approaches, things come into focus. It's March 30, 1981, and on this world, a drifter named John Hinckley Jr. attempts to assassinate Ronald Reagan. The president's blood spills into his sidewalk as he collapses. As his lungs collapse. 4 hours and 16 minutes from now, this street will be rubble. And I will speak with Superman for the first time. Superman is being surrounded by the authorities as he is a traitor into the world.
Yeah. Ruru. Hashtag not my metahuman.
And Sandgirl reads Agent White's plan and sees what he will do. At the same time,
Alfred's making pancakes.
Alfred is making pancakes. We're
Alfred's the goat. Alfred, he does not.
Alfred is the real
Batman,
MVP of this fucking book.
Batman does not deserve Alfred. I'm also upset that the pancakes don't form into a smiley face at any point in the book.
No, but they form into a Rorschach. Is that better?
No, I would have left it.
Okay.
I would have made sure it's a smiley face. Come on, that's the one time you can actually sneak in a smiley face and have it make sense.
Oh yeah.
Because
They do that in the show.
See, look, I might just watch the show now because of that.
No, wait, it was eggs. I'm sorry. And eggs form a smiley face.
Details. All right, moving forward.
Anyway, Reggie is being. Batman is like, "Hey, you need to be Rorschach," and Rorschach is like, "No, fuck that."
No.
And Batman is like, "Listen. Sometimes you gotta suck up and own it. Like, yeah, Rorschach killed your your destroyed your family, but it doesn't mean like it's over."
And I brought pancakes.
Make it mean whatever you want it to mean. And Batman's question is, tell me, what do you want to see? Right?
Yes.
Which is fucking like bullshit. But whatever. And we go into Superman is going to hold on.
Did you skip the
He is
marionette?
going through like this. Huh?
The fuck you at, Lalo?
I think I slipped up a couple pages. Fuck.
You think?
Oh, yeah, we did. I did.
I'm saying here like you're talking Superman. I'm looking at this page about the marionette and the mime. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, we explained why he didn't kill them back then. Because he heard a babum. A heartbeat.
A batum. Yes.
Verbatim.
A batum.
He heard a baby. And that baby will bring happiness to two people who mean so much to John. Right?
Okay.
You follow me so far?
Yes.
The Masons, the Hollis Masons.
Yes.
That's Laurie and
yes.
and Dan from Watchmen. Yes.
Yes.
And the world, Ozymandias is just watching this whole universe like burn. He's just like, wow, this is fun.
Yeah.
The motherfucker.
Told him you're not them fuckers again.
This motherfucker should have stayed in the Watchmen universe.
He should have, but did he? No.
No.
He wants to break 2 sets of trowels, not just one.
Alright, go to page 27. Superman has gone through like a beating of his life, right? Because of Black Adam.
Yes. No, again, because
all the heroes have turned against Superman. In 6 seconds, Superman will see me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is now. It is Superman. It is me. It is us. It is the world. And it's time.
It's Morbin time.
Time. God. We can't have anything nice over here, Robert.
I'm not afraid to make a mistake, even a great mistake. Look at my life. A lifelong mistake, and perhaps as long as an eternity too. James Joyce, a portrait of the artist as a young man.
You have all the records of LexCorp of like
all the different fucking photos. All the different photos.
of
1,
James Slater
2,
and
3,
John
4,
Osterman.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Oh look, it's Jay Garrick and what is it? Who this other fucker is? And it doesn't matter.
Barry Allen, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm not a fucking Flash nor like you all. There's a fucking reason why.
How did you see? How did you know who Jay Garrick was, and you couldn't tell that it was Barry Allen next to him?
Which one was in this issue, Lalo?
Barry. They're both in this issue.
No, they name dropped Jay Garrick though. They name dropped.
Whatever.
They name dropped the fuck.
Whatever.
Oh look, it's Superman's cape. Oh
Yes.
look, it's the iconic imagery off of this one thing that all the fucking collections have.
I was wrong. Wait, are you not here then? Yeah.
Oh wow, they don't have a DC cover for this one. What?
Yeah, because it's just the button.
Yeah.
Well, it's Superman. His Superman logo mimicking the button with the blood and everything.
You know what the S stands for?
It's for hope.
Yes. All right.
I was wrong.
Well, you're not
Everything
wrong.
ends. Nothing lasts forever. Not hope, not me. It is August 1959. I have fallen in love and grown distracted. I leave Janie's watch in my lab coat inside the test chamber, anxious to show her that I've repaired it and got it retrieved. I go to retrieve it. My pulse quickens when the door shuts. And we see again
Yeah,
the Watchmen. 1 month earlier, still colleagues, Janie and I travel to Jersey, me visiting an old friend and Janie and her mother. And we explain, we see the picture, right?
Yes,
the origin of the picture.
We've seen Watchmen, Lalo.
Yes, I know. It is now. In 11 minutes and 57 seconds, it will all end. In an effort to understand the nature of Superman and the metaverse, I reach into history. And now, this world has turned against me like an invading virus, sending me toward an unavoidable collision with its greatest antibody. Hello, Superman. I am the one you're going to destroy. Or I'm the one who's going to destroy everything. And Superman's like, what the fuck are you saying? And the fight is splattering against... they're all going after Superman.
Of course.
And Dr. Manhattan continues, it is November 2nd, 1985. I watch Lori hold Daniel, this driver, close, mascara mixed with tears. His naked skin providing her comfort. It is October 1985. I drop a photograph on Mars, leaving it all behind. It is April 18, 1938. Superman holds a car over his head. And it is now. Over at the...
There are hot, innocent ladies in your area. Click now.
What the fuck?
Superman, the innocent people in the area. Those little ads that for viruses.
Oh my god.
For fake dating types. Hot milfs in the area. Click now.
Yeah. It is now. I am caught in question with two answers. I cannot see through this barrier or of blackness. I only see Superman. In 10 minutes, the colors of the world melt away, and there is nothing but darkness. And Reggie is being hit by a hobo.
Bonk.
As the world is burning into chaos. And we see this figure of huh? And it's Alfred punching the guy with the metal bar, handing Reggie his mask. You're the one who can help us find Ozymandias before it's too late. And Reggie's I don't know whose face that is. And I'm like, my man, the fact that you call it a face gets it all away. No normal person would refer to a mask as a face.
Crazy? That was crazy once. Good time. Really good time.
And Reggie is I see the truth. Your world is going to end like mine. I see no future. I see no hope. It is lost and I cannot find it. And we see the spread of all the heroes
Good guys, bad guys,
going,
and
just
explosions. This is the ultimate
just
destiny.
ganging on Superman.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Yes, yes, yes. Slay Queen.
My father used to wake me up every morning with a smile on his face. He'd tell me no matter what came, that my way is to make no matter what came my way, to make the most of it. He believed there wasn't good and to be found everywhere, in everyone. You just had to look harder. You just had to look hard for it. And Batman jumps in. I know you tried to warn me, and I'm sorry. And they're like, it doesn't matter. There's nothing we can do now.
There's nothing
Play
you can
the.
do. Coming Napoleon, baby. Woo! That hit a little too close to home right now. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We're Gucci.
And Dr. Manhattan is. There are people being hurt, and Dr. Manhattan just standing there. And Superman rushes in and says, grabs the car over his head. He looks at Dr. Manhattan and says, "Whoever you are, help these people." I don't help you. I've already seen it. I can't. And Superman's like, I can't do this alone. Less than 4 minutes now. It's November 2nd, 1985. I remember this feeling. Millions will die. A complicated retrospect of peace brought to an unhinged world. Killing Walter Kovacs, I become part of the lie. Not yet realizing that the illusion would end one day. And we see like the comedian and fucking
Mime in the marionette.
Mime and marionette and mime just driving crazy upon the city.
I love the fact that these guys are on still quickly little side adventure.
And Batman is like, you're saying that everything's already preordained. I read Kovacs' journal too. I know who John Osterman is. And says, my supposed friend in the hospital lied to me. Told me my father was getting through to Rorschach. But the truth is, Rorschach was getting through to him. He destroyed my father and my mother. I see it. I always see it. You see him, and Batman is telling him, you see a monster when you look at that mask.
Oh my fucking
But you
God.
can take it and change it.
And become vengeance of the night.
Something. No, make people see it something else. Basically, restating the fact that you see what you want to see.
Also, because Batman does the same thing with bats.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid. Okay, continuing.
Superman is seeing through the chaos and says, how can you stand there and not do anything? My world once had a chance at peace. But after I left, I lost it. It fell into war. It's burning even now. 12 seconds. I see nothing but darkness. I am the one behind the changes in your life, the loss of your mentors. You've never known friends. You've forgotten friends. And more specifically, I'm responsible for the death of your parents. I changed your life, Superman, out of curiosity. Will you destroy me, or will you defend, or will I defend myself despite my sins? And Superman charges at Dr. Manhattan.
It's that panel from the Flash call forward hint. What do you call this? Tease?
I don't know. Yeah.
Flash forward. That's what we're calling it.
Dr. Manhattan opens his hands and accepts death. In reality, he saw it all wrong. Poser was coming after Dr. Manhattan.
Spooky.
His flame is snuffed out. The darkness is still coming, but I am confused. Why would you defend me? I don't know what you think this is all about. But I do know that one thing. I do know that right now you have a choice. You talk to me about destroying you, or you destroying me, because all you see beyond this is nothing. But maybe there's a third choice. Who is she?
Martha.
You're creating those photographs with every step you take. I assume they're important to you. She was. Maybe you see this darkness you see? Maybe he thinks everything you have to save your world. Maybe you make that choice. And Dr. Manhattan says, I see it all now. I understand. Everything ends. And he grabs the energy from behind. Light goes across the universe. And all that is left in the darkness is Superman's logo.
Is hope.
And skip to page 24. It begins with the child.
One moment.
The metaverse forms around this one and
moment,
this one
you
and
hoe.
only son.
You slut.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck this. Fucking DC, I was trying to, go forward, but I was doing it panel by panel. And the final panel on 21, or 20, whatever fucking panel it is, the one with the hope, and fuck this. The fucking next page is also black.
Yeah, why were you going panel by panel?
Oh, because you were monologuing, Lalo.
I'm sorry. It's about to end, I promise.
Oh my god, how many fucking black panels? Did I just go on Instagram in 2020? Alright, sorry. Move on. I'm good now.
It begins with a child. The metaverse forms around this one and only son.
Wait a minute.
And we see,
isn't that the world that he was crafting?
It's ending. It's restarting.
Yes.
And we see...
But what the
it
fuck
is
is
July
the palm
16.
trees? Palm trees don't exist in Kansas, you jackass.
Oh, this is just the... It's just the future. It's just to represent that the
Okay.
world is starting over.
For some reason, I saw that and my mind went to the metaverse that they took the Watchmen crew for the little team meeting.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. Alright, continue.
And we see it is July 16th, 1940. I moved the lantern 6 inches out of the engineer Alan Scott's reach. He dies as the train careens off of the bridge. But in reality, it's July 16, 1940. I moved the lantern back. And we see Superman having the conversation with his father. He's saying the same lesson that he had of the world will be afraid of you. It's changed now. And he says that the world in reality will accept him. Because in his youth, he heard about the adventures of the Justice Society of America, and the world is ready for him. And as they leave him for prom, a car still T-bones them, but instead of crashing into the tree, a young Superboy just catches the car. Inspired by the heroes of the past, Clark Kent steps into the light because the Justice Society exists again, and so does Superboy. And because Superboy exists again, so does the Legion. And as the metaverse reforms, time catches up. And we see Ozymandias like... What?
Bombastus? Yes, I felt it too.
I felt it too. And we see like the world reshaping. The ring of the Legion of Superheroes. 1,000 years from now, a young girl saves the life of an intergalactic philanthropist, R.G. Brandy. On July 7th, 1917, John L. Thunder is born and kidnapped in Badnesia. The future and the past are free. And they're both like realigning themselves with the timeline.
Yes.
Superman is still getting the tar beaten out of him. And then Imra,
yes.
she appears again.
Oh look, someone
says,
finally,
I hope we're not...
someone finally remembered Jay Garrick's name.
Sorry?
Someone finally remembered Jay Garrick's name. Remember what the button?
In the world...
Remember the button was like, remember my name, remember my name.
And it says, I hope you're not late. It says, well, It's better late than ever. And we see like the heroes fighting against what's his name? Black Adam's energy, like forces.
The negative
I see tomorrow.
negative league. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I see tomorrow, the man of tomorrow, and for the first time I am inspired. It is April 18, 1938. Metal whines as Superman lifts a 1937 Ford over his head, revealing himself to Metropolis. Decades later, a police scientist is struck by lightning, and the birth of the Speed Force rattles the multiverse. Superman's timeline shifts forward, and reality divides for the first time, creating the multiverse. Earth 2 is born. After the first and greatest crisis, the Earth divides again. Earth 1 becomes Earth 1985, a world unexplored even today. And now I understand why these Earths exist. Every time there is a change in the metaverse, the multiverse grows to preserve every era of Superman. And more are created over the years, including one because of my interference. After the Flashpoint and this reverse, Earth 52 is out there, and I look beyond now. The year is 2020. Superman's timeline is bombarded by my recklessness, by reckless energies of all gods. Basically,
What about the new
they
gods?
start teasing like books that may happen in the future, may not happen in the future, realities that we may never see. Superman's timeline shifts forward again. April 18, 2038 now marks a different date. Jonathan and Martha and their boy, Colin, and the boy who will now become Superman.
Hey Lalo, at one point or another, they're going to refer to one of these Earths that is a date after our birth year.
It is January in 2026. The timeline is restored. The Earth 5G is born. Which, by the way, little Easter egg because of that. 5G was an event that was supposed to come out during the when AT&T acquired Warner. They had a mandate that to DC that they must create an event called 5G.
Oh, wow.
And obviously that event never happened, and it became Future's End.
I wonder why. Gee, maybe advertising a fucking phone service connection isn't the best way to done through a comic book, considering not that many people pick up comic books. It's a niche hobby. Continuing on.
The rocket arrives, a childless love. Superman is made. Now I understand Superman's true purpose. He will show them the way. And in the millennium, when this timeline converges with the Legion's humankind, will finally embrace the ways of Superman. He is the bridge stretching across generations that will lead everyone to peace. And the superheroes defeat. They're still fighting, while Ozymandias is being taken back to his world. He's being arrested by Batman.
Wee-woo.
He did what exactly? Everything we needed to clear Superman's name was on your ship. Yes, I know. I left it for you to find and give to his wife, no doubt. It's all gone according to plan. Don't worry. Bombastic, it's only John. Let him summon us. And Batman, they are all taken back. It says, I know what you've done, Adrian. And and we have the same moment from Watchmen, like, I know. I don't give a shit.
I did it again.
Okay, Britney Spears.
No. Goofy.
Oops, I did. Yeah, and I did it. I did it. Fucking do it again. And immediately, Adrian Veidt is shot in the chest
Bing fucking
by the comedian. By the comedian. And as he's doing that, Lex Luthor shows up with a gun that will take him back to the exact point where he came from.
Oh, fuck.
that was given to him by Dr. Manhattan. He's like,
Oh.
no, Manhattan, you son of a bitch! This can't be how it ends! It is October 11, 1985. A glass shatters.
Wait, does that mean canonically now the blood on the bonnet isn't from him falling from the window, but it's from
No.
this moment?
No, it's still... Everything went back to how it was.
Okay.
It's almost like it never happened. It's statistically like it never happened. Except it did happen.
Except for when it happened and there's a button that happened to spawn in.
No, yeah, because he was hit by a ray that negated the vibrational frequency.
Doesn't mean
That's why his clothes changed back to the robe instead of the comedian costume.
I don't care at all. I don't care at all.
And Adrian is dying on the floor.
Oh no.
But Rorschach jumps in to patch him up. And he's like, he says, I'm taking you in. Oh, please. You're not Rorschach. No. Rorschach is me. And I will never be on a book again.
Unfortunately.
And now, to get rid of Eric Manson and Marcus Mays, they're not coming with us. They're staying here. I see my final purpose. It is April 18, 1954. My anchor sits in a diner, nerves trembling. It's 1 second after my annual conversation with Carver Coleman. And I'm sorry I didn't explain myself, he says to Carver Coleman. It is I who will not be around here. I haven't been a very good friend, Carver, but I can see so many futures now. Make a good choice. Don't be afraid of what you feel. And for Carver Coleman, that became his mantra. Don't be afraid of who you are and how you feel. And he embodied that. He took that lesson from Dr. Manhattan into an activist movement for gay rights in this universe. And now, finally, we get back to everything. Superman is meeting with Pa Kent and Ma. I affect this world. And now he will affect mine. It is November 22nd, 1992. Veidt's plan has blown up in the world's face. The ash is still warm under my feet. The tackins from the owl ship departing are still dissipating. It is 1945, and the clocks fly into the air.
Oh my fucking god, no, not this
again. It is 1959. I fixed Jane's watch. It is 1992, and I see the light.
Wally.
It is December 25th, 1992. Reggie Long stands over the cold ground in front of Byron Lewis's gravestone and finds warmth. His breath leaks through the mat to the fabric that mutters as he mutters under the mask. Thank you. It is March 13, 1993. Veidt headquarters have become a prison of its own making. Every day after school, a young orphan named Cleopatra Pack stands outside, obsessed with the rise and fall of Ozymandias. On her 16th birthday, with a fully grown Bubastis at her side, Miss Pack will call herself Nostalgia, and life doesn't stop. But it needs love. As callous and cruel as Erica Manson and Marcus Mays can be, the love between them is real. 8 months from now, Anita Mays will be born. It is 1984. Marinade and Mime, while robbing a bank a mile from Rockefeller, alerted, I go to confronting them. I hesitate to kill them because I see their son's future. He will bring great happiness into the woman I care about. Yet the details of how and why are unclear to me. I blame my blurred vision on my recent experiments involving the dialectal unity principle and give it little more thought. I now realize that the blind spot is to the details of the child's future is me. It is June 8th, 1984. I hold the child in my arms. He looks up at me, the sun caressing his face. I can never be the hero this world needs because I didn't have that what Superman did. Named after the Greek hero who rescued his mother. Look, John, a falling star. Shall we make a wish? And I believe in wishes again. Destiny is not without a guiding hand. My mind wanders back to August in 1959, to what could have been. We finished lunch. I give Janie her watch. After work, she puts it on in her pocket, and her lips upon mine. 6 months later, we are married. 3 years afterward, our daughter is born, followed by another, yet the next year, and then our son 4 years later. It's a nice dream I like to live in. A final thought is, as I give my last of my power to this world and this child, so that this planet has a protector who will receive love and return it. And we open back to the Mason's house, and a little girl opens the door, and her name is Sally.
Okay.
And we see a little boy with a Manhattan symbol on his forehead. John
Christ.
calls me Clark.
Jesus Christ. That kid, Jesus fuck. That kid's not gonna have a nice, normal upbringing.
He's gonna be the Superman of this world.
That motherfucker has
a new future.
Motherfucker has an nitrogen. That motherfucker ain't gonna be normal.
See, I think the point of it is because...
Shush. I need
know.
the fucking quote. Every child comes with the message that God is not yet discouraged of man. And that is the end of Doomsday Clock. Lalo, what's your final thoughts about the series?
I think it's very beautiful. We see a world, and why was it affected from so much, when in reality it's Geoff Johns reshaping the universe into what he wanted. Yes, bringing back the Legion of Superheroes and the Justice Society of America, because hope is not just black and white. There are shades of it between. And this is Stories with Issues. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is Doomsday Clock. Have a good night. I'm Lalo.
And I'm Robert.
And I say have a good night because I'm a moron. I'm sorry.
And we'll be seeing you again. Remember that.
Yes.
We're under your bed and in your walls. Ooh,
we'll be back next week.
Wait, yeah, we'll be back with Spawn. This is going up with just before Spawn.
No.
Yeah?
We're doing Rorschach first.
No.
No?
It might be. No, because we're doing it, but you know what? We'll be seeing you guys. You'll find out what next video is anyway, so see you guys later. Peace.
Later.